So Dragon Ball Superhero is the newest addition to the Dragon Ball series as a whole. This has been quite a bit of time since we've had anything new, like mainstream of Dragon Ball come out. So going into this, Dragon Ball Super Broly, I just want to let you guys know, I personally believe is the best Dragon Ball movie. I think the animation was fantastic, the best that the series has ever seen. And not only that, but it had the most coherent story in a Dragon Ball movie that we've seen thus far. Going into this, I was like, this movie looks a little bit smaller scale, so I was very skeptical to begin with. Then the announcement that was a CG Dragon Ball movie, I was like, I don't know. Then they showed us that first test footage. That made up my mind right there that the movie was going to be not watchable for me. So when I saw this movie today, I was watching it, and I'm going to give you guys the plot. So this basically follows the Red Ribbon Army again, and it's basically two people trying to have a resurgence of it while building these androids to kill basically Earth's heroes and basically conquer the world. Very basic plot. Except Earth's heroes are just Gohan and Piccolo in this movie, as Goku and Vegeta are both off-world. So, watching this, I will be honest with you guys. I wanted to hate this movie. I really did. I know what you guys are saying. You're not a true Dragon Ball fan if I was going in willing to hate. Now, it's because I don't like CG animation in my Dragon Ball stuff. I just don't. This movie was a lot of fun. I can't hide it. It was actually really, really enjoyable. I don't think it's the best Dragon Ball movie. Not by any chance. Super Broly is still up there. But this holds its own with Battle of Gods. Like, Battle of Gods is number 2. I can't decide between the two which one's going to take that spot, but this is really, really good. Clearly, you can tell that they were giving every character their shine in this movie besides just Goku and Vegeta. Because that's typically who we see in Dragon Ball nowadays a lot, getting the spotlight. But then we have other characters like Gohan and Piccolo, who are just thrown to the side, and they finally got their chances to shine in this movie.
Gohan, it's do or die time, so draw on all of your strength.
And the dynamics that they had between Gohan and Piccolo were just so great in the movie. And if you really look at it, it's actually a Piccolo movie with Gohan thrown in there. And the scenes that Gohan's thrown in there are also really, really good. I mean, there's a couple of roll your eye moments at this Gohan, because, I mean, they throw in a little bit of stupid Super Goku into Gohan, so you do get a couple of dumb character moments. And there's even something that they do with Piccolo that they had him do with a specific character that was really stupid and potentially could have put that character at risk, which may not feel out of character for Piccolo, but at the same time I'm kind of like, okay, what if this went south and then this person was hurt because of you? So there are a couple of issues with the movie, as I clearly say. And the biggest issue that I had with the movie, honestly, was actually much, much closer to its end. The end, honestly, felt very rushed. And even though the ending, I'll get into specifics when I do a spoiler review, felt very grand and felt like a really cool moment for Gohan, did not once feel necessarily earned, nor did it feel like it really added anything. And I will discuss more of that later, but as it stands right now, I am not the biggest fan of the ending of this movie, and that's what really brought this one down for me. Also, the other thing I love about this movie is the fact that they aged some of the characters up. All the characters actually look a little bit more aged up, and so like one complaint that we had in Super was the fact that Goten and Trunks didn't seem to age. They're aged up in this movie. We have other characters. They're aged up, you know? So that's one thing I did appreciate in this movie as well. Also, another surprise was Pan. I did not expect to like Pan. Pan was really, really good in this movie. Really, really good. And I cannot wait to see what they do with this character. Very adventurous, very fun, funny moments with her. And I love the dynamics between her and Piccolo. Very endearing, very sweet. And Piccolo literally is like, I'm not kidding, he's like the granddad to Pan. And it's just a really good character moment. So while short, the dynamics between Goku, Vegeta, Broly, Beerus, and all those other characters on Beerus' planet, very good scenes as well. They almost stole the show, but they held back enough to the point where it did not steal the show from the other characters of the movie, which just wasn't about Goku and Vegeta, and that's something I also really, really loved in this movie as well. Now, the biggest question is, does the CG animation work? Yeah, for the most part, it does. And it doesn't. It's a very mixed bag. There are a lot of parts where the CG animation absolutely does benefit the action scenes. Very, very good action scenes, like really good. I want to say it's Broly level. And the animation at points, the way they did it was they layered 2D animation over 3D. And it worked very well. It actually blended very well. But there's also a lot of parts where it does not, and it looks really janky in some parts. Although it does visually look good, it's also still a downgrade from the Broly movie, in my opinion. All in all, a really fun watch. Not the best Dragon Ball movie. In my opinion, it's still super Broly. But we're on the right track to getting something truly spectacular. And there were really good moments in this movie, and moments that are really just crowd pleasers if you guys are fans of the franchise. If you guys are not Dragon Ball fans, you guys watch this movie, you're not going to like it. I'm going to be honest with you. You're just not gonna like it. Or maybe you might be that 1% that's like, oh yeah, this caught my interest. But if you haven't watched Dragon Ball Z or Dragon Ball Super or whatever up until this point, then you're gonna be completely lost, and I completely understand why you wouldn't like this. As a Dragon Ball fan, I feel like it's very pleasing to us as an audience, but at the same time, there's also a couple of things that as an audience, we're gonna notice that's very cheap and kind of played off, and they could have done certain things better in the movie. I'm going to leave it at that. And ultimately, yeah, this is a fun, solid watch. Although, I do not want to see more CG Dragon Ball. I'm just going to keep it real with you. Bottom line, I'm going to say Dragon Ball Superhero, God, that title needs work. A good, solid film. Like I said, not the best Dragon Ball movie, but it is a really fun watch. My opinion is not the right opinion, it's just my opinion. Let me know your opinions down below in the comment section. As always, if you guys liked the video, make sure to subscribe today to join the Civilization.